Hot 969. All right, let me introduce you to who we have in the studio right now. Let me play you some of his famous stuff here.
We picked some of our favorites.
The more a person from Massachusetts makes fun of you, and the more they feel comfortable around you. You move in next door to somebody, the guy waves to you the first day. You're like, what's up, you f***ing piece of garbage? That's a good thing. The guy ain't mad at you for anything, I promise. He's actually likes you. He'll probably establish some kind of like friendly relationship with you. You are safe to approach.
Also, this is Marc Lewis, by the way. He also makes observations on local athletes.
Up next, we got Rafael Devers, Dominican kid. This dude's from Lawrence. Not a surprise here. Super chill dude. Everybody likes him. He gets along with everybody. Half his family's still in the DR, but he's really from New York. And he says "que lo que" like 50 times over the course of the day. Dude's absolutely nasty at baseball also.
You know what's funny? So before social media really, really blew up, I remember growing up with a bunch of dudes that you would like be like, this dude is freaking hilarious. There's something he could do to capitalize on just being like a funny dude making funny observations and stuff. And then freaking social media came and blew up, and that's literally what you do. I feel like I grew up with you.
Oh, I appreciate. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, it's funny you make that point, Ramiro, because I feel like before social media, a lot of people could have made careers as entertainers, comedians, podcast, whatever you want to call it, really. But I feel like a bunch of people, anybody who's somewhat funny, and whatever, it's all subjective, right? But they got it from somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They picked it up from a family member who maybe wasn't that outgoing or wasn't that,
100%.
Extroverted, where they, are comfortable being on, so to speak, a stage or something, or, again, behind some kind of microphone somewhere. And you end up picking up pieces. I grew up around a lot of funny people, very funny people. My dad being one of them. I got to shout him out.
I literally was going to say that about my father. It's like that. You hear about athletes, right? And the athlete's like, yo, I wasn't even the best basketball player in my family, or I wasn't the best basketball player in my group of friends or whatever, but I don't know, dude got caught up in drugs or something like that. I always say that when people go, yo, you're hilarious. And I'm like, I'm not even the funniest person in my family.
No, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm really not.
Exactly. And my dad, it's funny, my dad's the type of guy where he's like, do not ever put me in a video, ever. Don't tell anybody my name. No, my dad doesn't have warrants out or anything anywhere, by the way, that I know of. He's just not a social media guy. No Facebook, Instagram. I'm actually glad.
Yeah.
So, like, I actually love that about him. You know what I mean? And he was kind of against this whole social media thing. Oh, what is this? Because if you're in Massachusetts and you don't get a job in the union with benefits and a pension, it doesn't matter if I could have found a cure for cancer. It doesn't matter. They would be like, yeah, well, what's your retirement plan look like? It's like, well, I'm worth a net $500 billion right now, Dad. But no, then I just bought him a golf bag that he really liked. Aww. So now it's all fine. Yeah, everything's good now. Yeah, exactly. So I just
and it gives you some good material, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good on his own. Absolutely. Yeah.
What was the video?
Oh, sorry, Ruby. I was gonna probably ask the same exact
what
thing.
was the video that blew you up?
It was a couple of different ones. It depends on the platform. I had this one stupid video. Shouldn't say stupid. It's actually pretty good. On TikTok, because before I went on TikTok, I was in the service industry for like 9 years. I was a waiter. Yeah. Not a great one, just a waiter. Just a waiter, just the guy that brought the food to the table, and maybe I messed up a French fry order every now and then. I was not great. But regardless, I made this video called like A Night in the Life of a Server, and it was just like little observations of stuff, like different character work of things people say in a restaurant over the course of a shift. So that went through a bunch of like server Facebook groups, because that's what people in the restaurant industry do. They complain when they're not at work about their job. That's just what happens. And that did really well. That circulated. That did like 250,000. That was fun to watch for the first time. Because before I went full-time in social media, I was, like I said, I was a waiter for 9 years.
Yeah.
So I went nowhere for like almost a decade. And just kind of hit it at 20. Yeah, like 29, 30.
Yeah.
32 now. People just figured out who I was. Not that I'm anybody crazy, but like that just happened. Wow. So for anybody who thinks they're like past the prime or like missed out on anything, no, you didn't. Just like stick with it. But where was I going with that?
We were asking you what video blew up.
Oh,
and you said yes.
So I made this video about like millennials going to hell in like 2020 and how it's all PC now. Like it used to be like if you went to hell, you like murdered somebody, did something really serious, and now if you like laugh at a meme that's like crude, like that's what gets you like in trouble now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A video of some very heavy set person falling down a set of stairs, like now you're screwed. That's what gets you in there now.
That's
you
my
know what I
entire
mean?
algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pull your phone out, Ramiro. What are you looking at?
Yo, I got the worst, most offensive stuff that's hilarious.
You can now tell a lot about people by
Oh,
their
God.
explore page.
Oh, hell yeah.
I
You can,
can't
that's your new thing. Forget, like, remember you used to like walk into somebody's house and see like pictures on a wall?
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's now what's on your. Yeah, exactly. You just be like, why do you have a framed picture of a Doberman when you don't own a dog?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, that's weird. You know what I mean? You're like, where's Sparky? You're like, yeah, it's just me in the studio
All of
apartment. I'm
ours
like,
are
okay.
so different.
And what's fun, yeah, they're different. And what's funny is some people who have, listen, my stuff, you might not like it, but I have zero qualms showing it to people. There are people who are like, no, I can't show you this, I can't show you that. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
yo,
yeah.
that's what you're into. Just admit it. It's okay.
That's like the new. That's what you're into. It's fine. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some people who are like, you need like a federal subpoena to get like access to this phone right now. Like, I'm sorry. It's like, all right, man. How crazy could it possibly be on like the public internet? You know what I mean? But no, it's that video did really well. It's funny. It didn't do anything for 2 weeks. That millennial stupid skit video.
Yeah.
And then TikTok did this thing. It was called a delayed push. Very on point. It's literally when the video doesn't circulate for 2 weeks and then it picks up steam. And that was the first thing that popped me on TikTok. IG, I went to the like North Shore Italian family spot, like Prince House of Pizza on Route 1.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, everybody can have their qualms about goldfish. Not goldfish, about COVID, excuse me, if they want. My bad. Wait, you'll see where I'm going with that. Sorry, I said that backwards. I apologize. The point was, Prince House of Pizza used to have goldfish at the buffet.
Really?
And like they had like a buffet, like a salad bar.
Stop
And you
it.
could go up and get gold. Yes. I swear to God, you were never.
No, I've never been there.
You never
Believe
had
it
a
or
night of
not.
giggles to
I've
watch
never
Lenny
been there.
Clark? Come on, Melissa.
Yeah, I know.
Well, she grew up in Maine.
Yeah.
I grew up in Everett, so I
Yeah,
went.
right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I
right.
mean, Kowloon. What was the steakhouse with the cow?
Hilltop.
The
Hilltop.
hilltop.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
that, yeah.
Oh, there was Ken's too, though. I went to Ken's.
Where is Ken?
Ken's Steakhouse.
Where is that though?
That was on Route 1.
Oh, was it really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
I
Really?
swear to God, I went once. And I
Ramiro,
went to
she
Hilltop
remembers
once.
this and you don't. Something's up
See?
here.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
legit don't remember Ken's.
Yes.
I remember. I think it's just because the hilltop was such a.
Yeah.
They had a cow in the front. I mean, how
Yeah,
could
they
you
did
not
have a
pay
cow in
attention
You
to
know they
that?
auctioned some of those off.
Yeah, once they switched it up.
Somebody
Yeah.
paid a stupid amount of money. You know how much of FU money you have to have being a person from the state of Massachusetts to be like, I'm gonna snag a hilltop cow
Yeah.
just for me. What
Hey,
else
you
are
and
gonna
all
do
your
with it?
local friends, so you can brag about that. And I can also get the orange dinosaur if
Yeah,
you want.
Oh wait, it was never mind. I'm sorry. It wasn't Route 1. It was Framingham. I got
Thank
that
you
wrong.
very
I know. I'm
much.
sorry.
All
That
right.
was my bad.
Well, listen,
I know,
Marc
I know.
Lewis is in
That's-
here.
I know.
Marc Lewis is in here.
Way
That's not
off.
even close.
I know.
We're gonna come back, talk to Marc Lewis
up.
some more. If you are somebody who was on the cusp of social media stardom, he's gonna help you out. Don't worry, don't quit your job yet, but maybe you can be blowing up. Hang on, it's the GetUp Crew, Hot 96.9. Marc Lewis, follow him on Instagram. It's Marc Lewis, LEW1S. Is that the same thing on TikTok?
No, TikTok's different. It's still the old one. Marc Lewis is cool, which people took hyper literally for some reason, and I was like, it's just a self-deprecating joke, but whatever. The internet surprises everybody, I guess, but
Oh, you know what? I
yes.
felt personally attacked by one of your videos.
Oh,
I know which
The
one this
one.
is. Did you tell her? Wait, is it the one we talked about at the 4th
I
of
don't
July
think
party?
so. No, because I don't even know what she's
no,
gonna say.
we had a conversation
Oh,
about
man.
it yesterday when we had
Which one?
breakfast
Which one?
about the bagels and cream cheese.
Just
Oh,
put the
that's
cream
right.
cheese on the bagel. It's not hard.
on the side.
Pebbles, get a
it to me on the
cheeseburger then
side.
and have them put the patty separately on the bun. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Are people serious with this?
Yes.
There's no way this is even a conversation,
Yes.
especially while you're driving.
Yes.
Are you kidding? So what are you going to do? Put the bagel
No,
on your
because
up
I
against
don't
the steering wheel
spread
on
it.
your leg?
I cut it up in pieces and like dip. I don't.
So you're a
What?
bagel. You're a tear
Plus they
dipper.
put-
You're a
plus
tear
they
dipper.
put too much.
What kind
they
of
put
a-
too much?
This is
tear
insane.
your
Ramiro,
bagel
do you
and-
hear this right now? Are you
Yeah.
guys hearing what's going on here?
I'm sitting in between them, and I feel like I have to separate them.
I don't understand what this is. Do you change the TV channel manually too? Like, what do you? I don't understand. Do you walk up to like the JVC TV set and hit like channel up? What is wrong with people?
And you probably pour the ketchup all over your fries. too.
Absolutely not. No, that
Oh,
you need to be
I do
institutionalized.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
gross.
everybody's got a demon, and like your guys are coming out slowly but surely over
No,
here.
that's a good thing.
No, it's not. Why?
I also
No.
don't eat the part of the food that my fingers touch, though. So I do have to
Well,
say my eating habits are a little
wait,
strange.
wait.
All right, so if I'm eating, okay,
wait.
all right.
Yeah.
Now let me preface this
Melissa
by
would be
saying
Melissa would be the sloppiest serial
Can I-
killer on
can
the
I-
planet.
yeah.
it's got nothing to do with that I think I'm dirty or anything like that. It's just a thing. Everybody has a thing. Mine is like if I take a bite of something and my fingers are touching it, the part that my fingers touch, I put back down on my plate. So when I'm done with my food, I have a bunch of little like bits
Okay,
on
so
my
can
plate.
I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why not just eat everything with a fork?
Sometimes I do. Like sometimes I do. I
Am
have
I
eaten
like-
French fries with a fork, and when I do that, I swear to God, and when I do, I'll eat the whole thing. I understand what you're saying.
Wait, do you want to
Yeah.
delve into like the real craziness of her? Ask her when she eats a piece of gum what she does.
Oh, I take half and put it back. I
That
won't
makes
eat the part.
0 cents.
I don't understand.
Just buy a
I
smaller
know.
piece of gum.
I know. No, because then I'll take
Wasting
half of
money.
that and put it back. Even
No.
chiclets.
You need some
I
kind
would
of you
take
need some
half
kind
and
of
put it back.
medication. You need to be medicated
I
in
would
some
take
way, shape,
half of
form.
it and
I'm
put
gonna
it
say
back.
what mine is really quick. I only eat the top half of the donut.
What?
All right,
Oh.
everybody. I don't
How?
want to hear the silence, guys.
Wait,
everybody
you
was
talking
laughing
about-
and everybody
No,
else
wait,
is.
so the
donut
Mine
is
isn't that
flat.
bad.
The donut's flat.
Yes, I only
weird.
eat the frosted top. I fold it in half, and I only eat the frosted top of the donut. What do you mean?
And you have an issue
Yo,
with my
Yes,
bagel
I do.
situation?
Because
wrong
you
with
know
you
why?
people?
I'm going for the good part of the donut. I don't care about the bottom part. Who cares?
Muffin
It's
too?
just-
Muffin?
I've
Yeah,
never even
absolutely.
heard of
Muffin I
that.
can
The muffin
understand.
too. I don't need a whole muffin. I just want the tasty top. That's all it is.
The tasty
Who's ever
top.
like, dude, the bottom of this corn muffin was unbelievable. No one's ever said that in the history of time. Like, come on. I mean, yeah, that's my one little weird food tick, if we're gonna call it that.
That is random.
You're up,
Leroy.
Leroy. You
come
got something over there.
I can't think of any.
Those glasses aren't hiding much.
No, man, I can't think of anything weird. Not right now.
on. No weird food
Are you
things?
married at all?
I
Like-
was.
Oh, you were? Oh, okay.
I
Jesus.
was.
All right. Well, at any rate,
He has a girlfriend.
if you okay, so
Okay.
that was my next. Yes. So if I ask her or we ask her, what would she say? You think?
My weird.
It's got to be something you do. You don't even notice that you do. Probably that she would be like, yeah, he does this every day, and it's like kind of weird.
You
Like
put
it's kind of
anything
bizarre.
weird on your food,
Not
or
what- this is totally separate from food. I'll say this though. She always reminds me, and I have no idea I'm doing it, that I chew on my tongue when I'm focused.
okay.
What?
Yeah, that's a
Maybe I
little
shouldn't
weird.
have said that.
Like that. Wait, like doesn't that hurt?
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. When I'm really
don't
If I
need-
snip the side of my tongue with my
Oh,
big
my
goofy
God.
teeth,
Yeah.
life immediately becomes meaningless, and I'm
No.
like, I really don't need anything to go past today.
I need to grab onto a wall because I feel like I'm gonna fall over if I bite my tongue. This is just
legit.
chewing on
It's
his
worse than
Yeah.
stubbing a toe. I would go that far.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's worse than stubbing a toe. Okay, finish it out.
Me? I mean, I just eat way too fast, according to my wife. She
Oh
says
my
that
God.
Weird
I
thing.
eat,
That's
like,
the worst. That's Ramiro.
I can't think of anything.
This is.
He
He's
only
laughing
eats
at everybody
healthy
else's stuff. Okay, so you guys work with this guy 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Somebody saw something. Say it.
I don't know. It's just that
What
he
is it?
only eats healthy stuff, which is annoying. It's not
Yeah.
really a thing.
Oh, you're
but
so boring, dude.
I know.
I am.
I just
I-
fell asleep listening to that
Yeah.
5-second
No,
allegory
I know.
on how you
It's-
are at work.
You don't. I can't think of anything.
I don't. Whenever they get donuts in here, I
got
go
one.
over and I lift up the box and I smell them because I'm like, I'm not gonna eat them.
I got
But
one.
I'll smell the hell out of a donut.
It's
'cause it
not
smells
necessarily
delicious.
like a food thing, but you eat paper towels.
Yeah.
Wait a
I
minute.
used to.
Hold on.
I used to not
swear to
Now,
God.
you
swallow.
need a
Swear to
TLC
God.
special
I
because
would
that's
chew.
weird.
No.
You need a TLC shoot.
I would
That's
chew,
weird.
I would chew on them until they turn into just like wet, nasty balls of saliva, and then I'll just put it to the
Were
side.
you like a big spitballer as a kid? Is that where that comes from? You just always had ammo on deck?
I don't know where it came from, but that could be it because I always
I didn't
did
know if that was the
stuff.
thing. People used to do that back in the day. I
All
don't even
the
know if kids do
time.
that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god! I used to one of my crowning moments of like spitting things at people or throwing things at people was
The fact that he has a
it was-
crowning moment.
No, so it was my cousin used to live in Everett, right near the casino, right in the building he lived at. was right where there was a bus stop. So it was a summer day, and the bus stops, and he lived on the second floor, and the bus had the windows open, and I was chewing gum, and I'm like, yo, I got this. And I timed it right when the bus was going to leave. I spit my gum. It went in the window and landed in the lady's head. So as the bus pulled off, I just saw her like patting the gum in her head.
Can I be honest with you? I mean, that's an all-time snipe.
Yeah, it
you
was
should have
amazing.
done a tour in Iraq just for that reason
It
alone.
was.
Oh my God.
I was
you
like,
and Chris Kyle would be neck and neck right now,
Yeah.
and you would be. Yeah, that's crazy.
Real quick, can I just say something? Thank you to our listeners, because Roberto just gave us something to remind us of something weird about Leroy.
what?
He forgets to breathe. Remember that?
Oh yes. Every now and then we have to
What
remind
What do you
him.
mean? When you're falling asleep? Because that happens to me
No,
sometimes.
when he's in the middle of a
just
conversation.
Middle of the day, could be doing anything. I'm like, oh man, I'm holding my breath. I haven't breathed.
Is the world going black for a minute? Nothing cues you on that, and you're like, suddenly I'm lightheaded. I wonder why.
We'll randomly look at him and have to play
He's been in
this.
the doctor's office 5 times. You think he has an iron deficiency or something like that? They're like, no, dude, you literally just don't consume oxygen enough.
Dead.
We have to play this song to remind him to live.
Stop.
All right.
Real quick. We can't let him go yet, because we were talking earlier about, the platforms, Instagram, TikTok, which one's better and all that. But if anybody wanted to, because you said that this is your full-time thing now.
It has been for 3.5. Yeah, next month will be 4 years.
Okay.
Holy crap,
So if anybody wanted to get into social media and start becoming an influencer and making money and actually making a living from it, what would you suggest?
I would suggest do not expect it to happen fast. Do not expect it to happen right away. You have to be yourself in some aspect. When you start playing a character, it becomes work. And that's going to get tired after a while, especially if you have to turn it on in front of a camera, turn it off away. People meet you in public, however that all works out. I would also anticipate that you're honestly like an actor in a certain sense. When I'm saying like people that moved to LA and have been on like a billion auditions and just never got anything yet. Mm-hmm. You got to be ready to do that with videos.
Yeah.
I probably put up legitimately 500 videos before like one hit. That's probably underselling it. Yeah.
Right.
Legit. I mean, I used to just post stuff on my personal Facebook, and my aunt would be like, "You're so funny," like that's, and now nobody else would care. But yeah, it's just like you got to be ready for it to take a long time. The people that you see blow up overnight, this hawk to a girl,
Yeah.
whatever.
They'll fade away.
No, not even that. Sometimes it depends on who your management is. That's a different conversation, but that's less than 1%.
Yeah.
That happens. Think about it. It's what, one person a year? You know how many people are on social media?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You might as well play a lottery ticket. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. So sometimes you got to be in the right place at the right time. There's other people that take the longer route. I'm glad I took the longer route.
Yeah.
It's more stability now, which is
nice.
great. You know what I mean?
Marc Lewis, a 1 instead of the I in Lewis, and it's LEW1S, or Marc Lewis is cool on social media. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Yo, appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
very
Thanks for having me,
much.
guys.